The story of how trick-or-treating became an integral part of Halloween is tied to the growth of suburban America. It is a short story if you consider trick-or-treating as we know it, where costumed children go door to door on a quest for candy. This pastime really caught on in the 1920s in America, after an influx of Irish immigrants brought their Halloween traditions with them in the 1800s. Trick-or-treating fell off during World War II, but came roaring back after sugar rationing ended. This coincided with veterans returning from war and seeking a new way of living, something in between crowded cities and isolated farms. This caused rapid housing expansion and suburban sprawl, which created the perfect environment for trick-or-treating, giving children easy and safe access to many neighbors' doors without the dangers of city traffic. Now, more than 160 million kids go trick-or-treating each year in the US. But trick-or-treating has a much longer, darker history. More than 2,000 years ago in Celtic society, people celebrated Samhain, a harvest festival that coincided with the beginning of the new year. On this night, it was thought that the spirits of the dead roamed the earth, both the souls of departed loved ones and more nefarious spirits. This made people afraid. They believed that wearing masks, old clothes, or disguises that made them look like demons would help them blend in. This was called guising, and we still see a bit of this practice today when people dress in popular costumes of ghosts or witches, even though the original intent is lost. This custom evolved into souling, the first precursor of trick-or-treating. Poor children and sometimes poor adults in the Middle Ages would go door to door on the night of October 31st and offer to pray for the souls of loved ones in exchange for money or food. Within a few hundred years, the costumed participants started offering to perform a delightful little trick, perhaps a song or dance, in exchange for money or food. By the 19th century, on this night, people were giving out soul cakes and bobbing for apples, a Halloween tradition which continues to this day. The phrase trick-or-treat, as we use it today, was first recorded in 1927. One of the early uses was a Peanuts comic strip with Charlie Brown in the 1950s featuring the gang using the phrase tricks or treats. Soon the idea of homemade treats was given up in favor of store-bought treats, which were easier to stockpile, easier to serve, and considered safer to accept from strangers. Now, we just need to figure out who to hold accountable for the 35 million pounds of candy corn sold every year.